I don't understand how my house is being investigated by child services. When I gave you that baby and you took him out of my custody, he had not a scratch on him. I was taking care of him great. This is all coming from the house that we placed him at. And when we get a report like that, we do have to do an investigation. All of their claims are valid. They showed us the x-rays. We spoke to the doctors. We have to do an investigation at this point. Maybe something happened to the baby in transit when you guys took custody of him. Maybe something happened at this new house. I don't understand why the chip is falling back onto my shoulder when you picked me up. Again, there was nothing wrong with the baby. He wasn't in distress. He wasn't crying or anything. I can agree with you that when I picked him up from your care, looking at him, I wouldn't be able to tell anything was wrong. But according to these doctors, he had a broken rib. And I guess babies display pain differently. With all due respect, babies do not show pain differently. They will let you know if they're in pain. And Chris did not show any signs of discomfort while in my care. I took great care of him. And now my life is being turned upside down, and now I have to expect you guys at my doorstep every other day or whenever you're gonna show up. It's just not the way I want to be living right now. I have enough problems on my plate, and I took care of this baby when he wasn't even mine. And I did a good job at it too. And now I'm dealing with this. Well, I apologize for the circumstances, but I have a job to do. And like I said, when we get a report like this, we have to follow up on the home when there's a minor involved. And you do have a minor living with you, which... Okay, that minor that you're talking about is my son. And I would go to the edge of the universe to make sure that he's okay. So I don't really appreciate that you have to be checking in on my family when I do a... What should I expect? What should I expect with this investigation? Because, you know, I've dealt with you guys before, but I've never had it go this far, so... Well, this was just the initial appointment. Moving forward, we will be popping in to do some interviews and make sure everything's okay in the household. And if everything's good with you and there aren't any problems here and something else happened with that baby, then you'll be fine. But it's... An investigation like this does take time. You know, my baby's father just left us, abandoned us without any reasoning whatsoever. And I'm dealing with that. And I was watching Chris all by myself. And I thought I did a good job. And now I have to deal with this. And it's really unpleasant. And I wish there was a way that we could not do this. I understand it's an inconvenience. But put yourself in my agency's shoes. When we hear of a report that a child was harmed at a household, we can't just let that fall by the wayside. Can I at least know when you guys are going to be showing up? You know, I've heard things about child services, but how does it work? When are you guys going to be coming here? Unfortunately, we can't tell you when we're going to be arriving. It's most likely going to be during the week, but we do sometimes show up on the weekends. It won't be past 10 p.m. or anything like that. Alright, guess I'll just leave on an eternal pot of coffee, just in case you show up whenever.